House down.
House down.
Hot mic.
Hot mic. Tangy.
Feedback on you, baby.
Turn the house down.
Ringing.
House down. So we're live, folks, here on Ustream. This is the Ustream television network here on Grown Man Record Night. We are
iStream.
We are debuting our brand new set.
Ustream.
Ustream. It's in black and white.
It's a film noir.
Okay, we'll go back to the graphic for just a second. No, I don't care for that. Go back to the graphic for real quick.
Color.
And we'll just keep talking over this. I'm here with our guest this evening, Steve Jones. Take the S-video cables and give them a ka-chonga. That's what's happened here. We've leaned over and done things. I'm always right about everything.
Let's pause for the applause.
We'll go back to camera and see what happens. Is it in color? Okay.
Wow. Good job.
So we appreciate you joining us and spending your Friday night here on Grown Man Record Night. Like I said, we got a brand new set. Cameraman has spent some time this week working on us a new studio. We got a brand new studio. We got a brand new set. I've got a desk. We can sit down. We can have guests here.
And we have Mangshine.
We have Mangshine here. This is moonshine made with mangoes, which I mean, I'm from around these parts and I wouldn't have known what a mango was till I was probably in my 20s. Mango, I guess what they got down there in the it wasn't Austria, sure, sir, lands. Okay. I see where you're going with that now.
It's like a morning. It's like orange juice.
Wake up first thing, get you some Mangshine.
Wake up.
A cup of coffee, hit the punching bag for a little while, and you'll be good to go. So we appreciate you joining us for our seminal installment of Dig of the Week here on the set. We got a guest in the house here, renowned local musician.
I just want to say what an honor it is to be here for the 25th silver anniversary of Grown Man Record Night, and to be here with this beautiful set that Ryan has so generously helped to. Well, he did it.
Hey, that's right. This is our 25th week that we've been doing this. I got a text message. Who's telling me stuff? Oh, it's Nate Todd. Nate Todd's chiming in saying nice set and co-host. Hey, we appreciate Nate Todd joining in with us. He's a good friend of ours. We appreciate Nate Todd. He's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
And so maybe we'll do some Skype interviews one of these days. That'd be neat. Maybe
That'd be so
camera and a laptop. We'll get people to chime in. Ding dong, chiming in.
Hey, this is London calling. This is London calling.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
So since it's so we'll move on with our dig of the week. And like we said, it's the 25th silver anniversary segment, and I got a silver record. Even though this cover is
half silver and half
silver and half torn to shit as vills. But I saw this and I was like, oh, it's neat because it's got a little pocket pouch. And so when I took the record out of the condiment wrapper here, I saw it was Kenny Rogers, man.
It's a reprise record like Hendrix.
Reprise, that's right. Hendrix is on Reprise. And what year is this from?
We know things.
I don't even know things. This is
it's a new edition, so it's probably like early 70s.
Kenny Rogers and the first edition Greatest Hits.
New edition.
The first edition.
On the block.
So it's got the song most of folks out there probably know. Just dropped in, and in parentheses to see what condition my condition was in. Oh yeah. That one from Big Lebowski. So this is a great record. It's in kind of rough shape, but maybe we'll get a track of this here in a little while. We'll pick a track of that off, probably the classic one if we can get that out. It may be a little poppy, but that's a great song. You can deal with it. Talking about our silver anniversary, the 25th week here, Steve brought over these two records, Quicksilver Messenger Service, and let's see, which albums are these?
Okay, this is the first album. This is the self-titled album, Quicksilver Messenger Service, 1968. It was their first album, and it's kind of like hippie. This is San Francisco Bay Area hippie rock music. This one is very jam bandish. I mean, they're not long songs, but it's very jammy. And this second one I like a lot because it's got a great cover. They recorded it in Hawaii. so it's got a kind of a Hawaiian motif going on. And it's from 1970. It's called Just for Love, and it has the one song that I think everybody would recognize called Fresh Air.
Oh, yeah. That was
Ooh, have another hit of fresh air.
That's the one.
And so I wanted to play one of these tonight, and I probably want to play the first one because I like it better, but we might have to squeeze Fresh Air in there at some point if you don't
Okay.
mind.
That's this is some good time stuff, man. These got some great covers. It's got the cool classic psych rock kind of cartoony look. This is before the 70s cartoony movement, so that's cool too. I want to mention another record while we're at it, while we're sitting here, while it's Friday, while we're just hanging out. We're just a bunch of friends chilling around, talking about some issues in the world, so let's just talk about some records. Cameraman picked up this record. We heard Les McCann earlier with the Compared to What's. It's Live at Montreux. Compared to What's one of my favorite jams. I discovered it from the movie Casino. They played it in there. Trying to make it real compared. And I heard that, and then I figured out who it was, and went back and I've got a really big Les McCann section. I probably got 7, 8 Les McCann records at this point. So Cameraman picked up Les McCann Presents Roberta Flack First Take. This is from '69 on Atlantic, and this has her version of Compared to What. Cameraman's teasing us with a damn piece of pizza. While we got a second, I mean, we want to throw a special shout out to Papa John's. Papa John's Pizza, because when you're looking for a great pizza deal, and or maybe you don't know what to do with your dinner time situation.
Do we have a prop? Do we have a box, pizza box?
You know,
I don't want to touch your...
life is hectic nowadays, folks. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things going on, and when you don't know what to do for your dinner time situation,
Call Papa.
Steve, what you want to do is you want to call Papa John's, and you can do it right on your phone. You do it on your laptop. And you can order up a pizza pie, and they'll bring it right to your damn door.
They've spent a lot of money.
Oh, they've spent a lot of money
on
advertising, and
they got Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning. I don't know what else we would do without Papa John's
They give
Pizza.
away free pizzas. You know, by the way, getting back to this Roberta Flack album, it also has probably the best slow song ever written. The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face, which is from Play Misty for Me, the movie.
That's right.
With Dirty Harry.
These are
Plays
some
a DJ getting chased around by a crazy woman.
I love Roberta Flack. It's definitely, most of her stuff are slower jams. Even her version of Compared to What is a slower jam. But, you know, it's not necessarily good for any situation. But when it comes to slow jams, she really does the deal. Okay, so we're going to mention Queen of Soul, man. Queen of Soul. Want to mention a guy, really, and a series of records. We heard this record earlier. Johnny Guitar Watson. And I'm such a big fan of Johnny Guitar Watson, and I don't think we've ever mentioned him on Dig of the Week, and I really don't know why. This cat, he's a Houston guy, man. Real good bluesman. Had some really big bluesman heroes growing up, and was just a great blues player. He was terrific, but he was one of the guys that was able to evolve as time moved on. And so when it got into soul, funk type business, Johnny Guitar Watson kind of turned the tide. I mean, you can tell this is a funk dude. But we heard the Giant record earlier, I think. Is that the one we listened to? That's the one we listened to. No. We listened to Self-Titled, and I think.
Johnny Guitar Watson.
Yeah, but this guy, man, he was just, he's got all these funny funk covers. He's a great guitar player, first of all. But he had all these great covers. Here's one called Funk Beyond the Call of Duty. I think this is the Korean release, maybe. 77 on Dick James Music. Who put this out? Dick James. That's Richard D. James.
Did you tell him about the death? Did you tell him about the
Okay.
death? His death?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to get to here. So,
Okay. Get to it.
Johnny Guitar Watson, Funk, A Real Mother For You. These the covers are just crazy. So I was looking up a little information about Johnny Guitar Watson, and this is the craziest stuff. He died in 1996. He was on tour in Japan. So this dude was on tour in Japan. He was on stage. mid-guitar solo.
In the middle of the solo.
Middle of the solo. Had a heart attack. Conked out on the stage. Everybody runs out. Let me see if I can find it here. Let me see if I can find it. Everybody runs out on the stage to try to find out
what's going on.
What's going on? What's his problem? What happened? And they ran out and they got Johnny Guitar Watson. I don't have it on here. Anyhow, they run out and try to find out what's going on with him, and they pick him up, and he looks right at him and says, "Ain't that a bitch?" and conks out and dies. And "Ain't That a Bitch" was one of his songs. So.
Was that the song he was playing at the time?
I don't know if it was the song he's playing at the time, but he did conk
It's
out.
a good way. It's a nice stinger.
Yeah, I mean, if he was conking out mid-solo in general,
I'm dead.
that's awesome. And then they're like, "What's the problem? Ain't that a bitch?" And he's dead. So
it's a good way to go. If
that's a good way to go.
A guitar picker.
That's a good way to go. So we appreciate
Pickard.
you joining us, Steve Pickard. So what are you doing here anyhow?
Oh, by the way, okay, yeah, I brought my camera because I wanted to get some behind-the-scenes stuff of what actually happens at Grown Man Record Night. And I'm going to actually point at y'all because now you get to know what it's like when someone sits there and talks to you for a while. So you sit there and look at the lens. Now, I brought the camera because I'm getting behind-the-scenes footage. I've got some really good stuff so far.
Yeah.
And you guys don't know this, but there's a lot of tension behind the scenes. And I think I captured some of that. And I'm going to show that. So you guys need to be tuned in the next few weeks because we're going to be showing some stuff that you've never seen before.
Okay.
Parts of the show that will surprise you.
Underbelly. There's a
That's
dark.
about the best tease I can do.
There's a dark underbelly here at Grown Man Record Night, and we'll breach that subject coming up. Wanted to mention a couple of quick things before we let you go. Hey, there was a lot of cool releases this week. New releases coming out. They Might Be Giants released some stuff on vinyl. I think, Steve, you like They Might Be Giants, right?
Yeah, I saw them at Ziggy's.
Yeah, I think they released a new record this week. Clutch has a new record out this week. I've heard little snippets of that. That's really good time business. And somebody else I specifically remember that had a new release was R.L. Burnside.
Ooh.
Now, if you're not familiar with R.L. Burnside, he's a bluesman that the guys on Fat Possum Records discovered down in the Delta. And I learned about him from this movie right here called You See Me Laughing. And this has R.L. Burnside and T-Model Ford and some of the great bluesmen that would have just went undiscovered and documented if it wasn't for the guys at Fat Possum Records. And so these guys put this record out, and I've got a CD of R.L. Burnside. It's some really good stuff. Did you get that originally? You got it from a library or something, right? And you burned me a copy? Well, no. You didn't burn nothing. You let me borrow it for a minute or two. But
I played it for you that one time.
Yeah,
before
exactly.
returning it to the library.
Exactly.
Within the time frame of 20
But
days.
anyhow, RL has a new vinyl LP out as of Tuesday, and I was really stoked to see that. I got that list from Earshot when they released it on Facebook.
That's a great DVD, by the way.
That's cool.
You See Me Laughing.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Okay, so thanks for joining us here on Grown Man Record Night. This is Stallman, the Dig of the Week. We've talked about a lot of cool things.
Oh, I also want to tease the fact that I'm working on something, but I can't tell you about it. It's really big. In a few days, you're going to find out about it. That's all I got to say about it.
It'll be all over the news.
It's big.
And this is not...
In fact, when I leave here, I'm going to work on it, and it's going to be so big.
He's not talking about anything remotely centered around a Newtown, Connecticut type shooting. We're talking about something different.
No.
Because that kind of teased up like you were talking
Did it
about
sound
blowing
like I was
something.
about to go
You're going to
nuts
blow
and
something
do
up.
something
Yeah, it's kind of
stupid?
sound like you're going to blow something up.
No. This is good.
No.
This is good.
Don't even talk about this.
No, this would be a different situation. No, it'll be a different situation.
Do it the other day.
So, okay.
Friday.
It's Friday. God
Do it Saturday.
bless America. It's Friday. Okay, so stay tuned. We got a great chip chat and a soda speak coming up here in just a few minutes. And we appreciate you hanging out with us. We appreciate Steve hanging out with us. We got some chicks in the kitchen. We got some all kinds of things happening. And we hope you dig the new set. And we'll have some brand new things coming up for you on Grown Man Record Night.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, 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 wow.